Carbon emissions from the use of fossil fuels is causing the biggest challenge we have ever faced in human history: climate change. It already started causing many natural disasters, taking away many forms of life. So the whole world is rushing to find clean energy sources to replace the carbon-intensive petroleum. Now you will be surprised and happy to hear that we have a smart solution in the forest. If we could sustainably harvest less than 10% of the wood we have and process them to biofuels, we could potentially replace the entire petroleum products we are using today. Bioethanol is one major form of biofuel which could be used to replace the gas in our cars. Now, how do we produce ethanol from wood? Well, if we have simple sugars, we can directly ferment into ethanol. But these simple sugars are present as complex polymers in wood. What I mean by complex polymer is long chain of sugars which is very hard to break down. Apart from the sugar polymers, there is another component called lignin, which glues the sugar polymers together in a very tight, complex matrix. Now, our job is to release simple sugars from this tight, complex matrix. This breakdown process consists of two stages. The first one is a chemical process, followed by an enzymatic process. The chemical process releases some of the simple sugars in water, leaving a solid which consists of the rest of the sugar polymers and lignin. The enzymatic process breaks down the rest of the sugar polymers into simple sugars. Now, the major challenge for the economic viability of wood to ethanol process is the large amount of expensive enzyme required for this process. Likely reason for this large enzyme requirement is the presence of lignin, because in my research, when I completely remove lignin, I can get very high sugar yield using very low amount of enzymes. But complete lignin removal is also very expensive. So in my PhD, I'm looking at the detailed understanding of what lignin does during the enzymatic breakdown of complex sugars to simple sugars, and how we can perhaps modify lignin economically so that we can enhance very high sugar yield using very, very low amount of enzymes. So at the end of my PhD, I hope to contribute to the development of global bioethanol industry. And as you guys know, the Stone Age did not end for the lack of stones. So let us hope that biofuel will make an end to the oil era, even before we run out of oil. If we could do that, the generations to come will be really thankful to us for keeping this beautiful planet clean and beautiful as is. Thank you.